Evening all, 6 p.m. on the 17th of April 2022. I have stayed off here since this morning. It's getting a bit too much, this spraying of late. This weekend particularly has been possibly the worst I've ever seen, and I keep saying that repeatedly recently, that it's the worst I've seen and it's the worst I'm seeing, and then I see worse and worse and worse, and it is getting worse and worse and worse. And every time there's a lot of planes over the sky, the wind picks up dramatically as well, weirdly. There is a massive connection in the whole thing. There's also a very visible full moon in this sky at the moment, which I can't see because it's been well and truly covered up by this shit. And as you can see, there's two just tracked across here now as we speak. They're absolutely hammering the skies yet again. Another load over there. All this shit is fake metal cloud to increase the radiation from the sun to make us all feel unwell, and to feel this horrible pressure in the side of your head and all the rest of it. And still the doubters, and still they come at me, and still they say there's nothing going on. And I wonder how on earth you cannot feel this. Is it because you're so numbed down that you can't feel it? I have no idea. It beggars belief. Every single bit of sky has been absolutely pummeled yet again. And as you can see, it's now at the point in this section of sky that you can't even see the sky anymore. You've got the metal grey horrible shit. And it's hard to find words really to describe it anymore. Apart from absolutely horrendous. And I've had people say to me this morning, is it not just pollution? And I'm like, what on earth can you not see? Or will you just not look? Or are you in total denial for some reason? I find it utterly bizarre that people won't look, they won't take it in. They don't seem to care about the fact that their air is full of shit that we're all breathing in. It just seems to go straight over the top of their head. No comprehension as to what's going on. Like, I can literally feel this radiation through my head now as I'm doing this. And yet, people are just like, there's nothing going on. And I'm like, how can you be so, I don't know, is it insensitive to everything? Is that the right word? I don't know. Is it dumbed down? Is it dulled down? Is it due to ways of escaping, coping strategies that people use? I have no idea. I find it mind-blowing. Is it something to do with something that was in that dreaded jab that most people I know have had, that stops them actually having the cognitive reasoning to take this in? I had a conversation this morning where somebody said to me, who I know very well, I bet you I could go on holiday, sit on a beach and not see lines in the sky. And I said, I reckon you might struggle nowadays. And I've just put a post onto a site I'm on Facebook to ask people if I can get a collection of photos from around the world, current, so I can see exactly how many places are being sprayed currently. And look at this, and there's another two. Boom, boom, make sure that bit of sky is covered up as well. Because I think it's really important to get the message out to people that this isn't just the UK being sprayed, it isn't just America being sprayed. I know for a fact I've had photos from someone today from Malaga in Spain being sprayed. And I know for a fact there'll be hundreds and hundreds. I don't know how many. There'll be a lot of countries around the world being sprayed as we speak. Simple as that. And it isn't fantasy. This is unfortunately the reality of what is going on above pretty much everyone's head in the world at the moment. And choosing to ignore it is totally bonkers, quite frankly, because all you're doing is harming yourselves every time you go out and breathe in it. And by not recognising it as a serious thing, you're basically giving these fuckers permission to do what they want, rather than standing up and saying, we don't agree with this, no one's consented to this. Do you mind fucking off and leaving our skies alone? Because that's what it takes at the end of the day. It takes people to stand up and say, this ain't on. But if you can't get people to even believe it's going on, even though it's pretty clear, you don't really have to look very hard to work out that that isn't pollution from the ground. 10 minutes looking at the sky, you would work it out. You would watch a trail, you will watch what happens to that trail, and you will watch what happens to the sky, and you will see it with your own eyes. It's not rocket science, for fuck's sake. Anyway, peace and love, people.